afternoon. I'm Courtney Jones, and you're watching the first March edition of Longwood Live. This week, Longwood formally announced the appointment of its 25th president.
The motion is carried, and it is therefore my distinct privilege to announce that Brigadier General Patrick Finnegan has just been elected as the 25th president of Longwood University.
The president-elect is the former dean of the Academic Advisory Board at the United States Military Academy in West Point, New York. Finnegan will become president on July 1st, 2010.
I realize that I'm an ordinary man, blessed to live an extraordinary life, mostly because of the people who've been there along the way. And together with old friends and new, with all of you and those you represent, I'm eager and ready to take on the challenges of leading Longwood University.
Longwood's current president, Dr. Patricia Cormier, said she approves of Finnegan's appointment.
I think he's going to be terrific. I've spent time with him. He has a fabulous sense of humor. He's smart. He listens. He loves students. He has embraced the Longwood tradition. I think he's going to be fantastic.
Finnegan said the people are what most attracted him to Longwood.
Everyone was so welcoming, so friendly, and so committed to this school. That's the other thing that is very attractive about Longwood, is people care about this school. They're not just here because they're here in passing time. They really care about what they're doing, and that means something to me because I want to be involved in something that I care about and that the other people who are with me, whether they're students or faculty or staff or even members of the Farmville community, care about this place. That's what we found on this visit, and that's really what solidified our idea that this was a place for us.
Last Friday, Longwood hosted their third annual Student Alumni Networking event. Here's Emily Journell for more on the story.
Thanks, Courtney. I'm here outside of the Langford Student Union Ballroom, where the Student Alumni Networking event took place from 1 to 4:30 today. The Academic and Career Advising Center puts this event together once a year in hopes to give students the opportunity to learn how to meet and network with Longwood alumni.
This is actually the third year that we are holding the Student Alumni Networking event. So it started 3 years ago as a combined event between our office, the Academic and Career Advising Center, and the College of Arts and Sciences Student Advisory Board. This is my second year here, so it's actually my second year working with the event. I got started on it right as I came into Longwood. Absolutely fell in love with the idea. I think it's so beneficial for students, so I'm just very fortunate to be a part of it. I know that it can be kind of intimidating to go up and talk to someone that you don't know. This is nice, it's more comfortable. They're all alumni, so you instantly have that connection with them because you go to the same school that they did, so you can talk to them about your favorite things about Longwood and see what their favorite things were. And you're just making great connections with people who really want to help you.
I've been involved with it for about 3 years now. I've been working with Ellen Masters and Sarah Hobgood. And what I do is I require my first and second year students in an entry-level class to come to the fair. And I think it's a really good way to start learning how to network because it's not as scary to students when they're first learning how to network to go up to an alum and talk to an alum about careers that they might be interested in when it's not such a pressure situation of that they have to try and find an internship right then or a career right then. I think it's a really good introduction to how to network.
Just because you're in one major doesn't mean you need to have your life set out and planned all at once. Even if you are a senior, you don't need to know what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. And a lot of people are very afraid that they might have picked the wrong major. They might have picked the wrong thing to do for the past 4 years. And a great thing about the same event is that when you walk around to each table, you realize that you meet people who majored in something completely different as to what they're doing right now. And that's a great lesson to learn. So to be flexible and not to have too high expectations that you feel like you're left behind.
The Longwood University Theater Department recently completed performances of The Grapes of Wrath. Beginning in March, their next performance will be The Little Shop of Horrors.
While most of us have spring break trips or jobs to work over break, other students are participating in Alternative Spring Break, which is a community service mission put on by the university. It takes place from March 8th to the 12th. Some students will be going to Puerto Morelos, Mexico. Here they will help teach English to adults and high school students. They will also help with sustainability projects.
Another trip will be to the Living Lands and Waters Mission in Louisville, Kentucky. Here they will help restore the national environment of the nation's major rivers and watersheds. The third mission is the Youth Service Opportunity Project in Washington, D.C., where students will help in feeding the homeless.
The Longwood University Theater Department recently completed performances of The Grapes of Wrath. Beginning in March, their next performance will be The Little Shop of Horrors.
After finishing Grapes of Wrath last week, the theater department is now working on their new production, Little Shop of Horrors. Showings are Thursday, April 8th through the 11th and Thursday the 15th through the 17th. All showings will be at 7 o'clock except for the Sunday matinees, which will be at 3. Tickets will be for sale in the box office before each showing, and students will receive a $1 discount on opening night.
Thank you for watching this episode of Longwood Live. I'm your host, Courtney Jones. We'll see you next week.